pieces in my room. You coming over? That's cool. I could use a little something to do. We could go outside, take a little ride if you want to. That's cool. I did what I was supposed to. There's nothing left for me to do. So now I'm walking out my head.
Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelsey. I'm so excited to bring you along for another day in my life. If you're new here, I do a lot of behind the scenes videos of my day in life as a graphic designer, and I share a lot of tips and tricks around that and sprinkle in a little bit of interior as well, and I'm so happy you're here. This morning I took my dog on a walk. It's absolutely beautiful out. It's going to be extremely warm. It's going to be like 90 degrees, which is always a little crazy here in Minnesota, so I am probably going to end up having to turn on my fan for sure and cool down a little bit. I was already really warm, so I made myself a smoothie and an iced coffee, of course. And then now we're just moving throughout the day. I'm sitting at my computer going through my emails and making sure everything lines up right. One thing is, now that I am doing a 9-to-5 job, I try to get on a little early so I can run through my emails through my contract stuff. I don't do nearly as much contract work as I was doing before because that was my main focus, but I have a couple clients that I do focus on and work on and do some little projects here and there, and so I always want to make sure everything's aligned with that. Originally I thought over my lunch break I was gonna have to do a call today, but that has now been rescheduled, so it's a little nice to have that lunchtime back. Basically what I'm going to do is now jump into my full-time work. I go through my planner and see if everything's good, and we use Asana just to see updates and communications and project management. So I know I already got some feedback on some work there, and I have edits to do from that. So I'm just gonna go through and see what edits I have, go ahead, mark that onto my planner, and so then I'm ready, because at 10 a.m. we do a check-in with the team, and just so I have a better understanding of where my timeline for the day will be headed. I do a lot of fun email, promotional, graphic design work, so I'm excited to share with you as much as I can and bring you along the way. Thanks for being here. Let's get into the day. All of my stuff ready to go for today. I went through my emails, read through the edits that are needed, and I have a good little list going, so I think it should be a nice, good, productive day, which will be fun. I have some edits for a promotional campaign that will go out later this month to work on, and then I have some edits to an Instagram story that will be doing a highlight on our wholesale application process, login process, just how people can become wholesale partners with us. So I'm going to work on those. I'm going to work on a print feature on one of our collections. That will be an email full promotional campaign as well. And then I will be working on another email template as well that will just be sharing an update to our packaging. A lot of these I will be just sharing glimpses of. I don't know how much I will share of all these because it's still something that will be sent out later, so I can't give too much of a reveal or sneak peek on any of these items. So that is something that unfortunately I have to work through, because a lot of these will be going out later in June, some maybe even in July, so we don't want to give away too much. But I can show you a campaign that's going live right now, went live recently, and is very active, and that is our Memorial Day one, because today's actually May 31st. We have it running until June 5th, and so it's a little longer, and this video also is going very live, so you can still shop this sale. I am posting this video literally the next day from creating it, so it will be June 1st if you're watching it live then, so happy June 1st. But basically, I want to walk you through this artboard that I have. I do it on Adobe XD. That's something that they just used when I joined the team, and I've been loving using as well. So I'll show you the board and then show you the first email that went out. We did a series of 3. We did ads that were running across social and Google. We did homepage changes. We did stuff for Instagram and a whole sort of things just to make sure everyone knows about this great sale we have running. Okay, so this is what my board looks like. It looks like a little madness because I definitely wanted to try out all these different versions of the campaign and which way we could take it. This is one version of it sent out that we ended up doing, and see, I did end up animating this banner, so that's why there are a few different versions of that, and then I bring it into Photoshop and edit it there. And then this is another version. This is the lead version of the email campaign. Here are ads we have running, and also again I did some animation with this through Photoshop as well. And so a lot of times I'm just bouncing back and forth between Photoshop, Illustrator, and Adobe XD. And then if you look at this, this is how that first email went. So I thought it was so cute. It's so fun to share all these fun summer deals, and people can click through and shop right from here. As you can see, this was the homepage change that I also created. So that's that. And that's what that campaign looked like. I think that's kind of fun to share. As I said, I can't always share all the details, so that one's really fun to share a little behind the scenes on how it started and how it did end. And that's just gonna be super similar to the content I'm working on today. And again, I will be sharing with you as much as I can. I'm gonna go ahead and jump through the first email edits on this big promotional campaign we have going in, gosh, a few weeks. Okay, in a couple weeks it will be live, and so that will be fun to share as well. And I like to get ahead of these and just get them wrapped up and all good to go, so I can be as far in advance as possible. It is now noon. I've been working this morning all on these edits for that promotional email campaign, and I've just finished them up. I do want to run through the list one more time because I'm working on a variety of things. It's the homepage, it's the emails that go out, it's the social aspects for the social media manager to use on Canva, and it's the advertisements and animations. So everything that goes into that, a lot of different moving parts, and there are a lot of edits that just need to be applied across all of them. I want to run through it, make sure I did everything, but I'm gonna take my lunch break now, I think, and pop over to look at some contract work on my personal computer, do that for a little bit, grab my lunch, eat it at my desk as well, and keep the day moving. I will definitely share some more of my contract work because this is a fun project that's going out, and it will be a little preview into a new brand mark design for one of my clients that I've worked with for a long time. She's a fellow YouTuber. Her name's Kyra Button, and she's so great to work with and so much fun to work on her brand. I'll share that, and we are working on her color palette that she'll receive today to decide what she wants to use moving forward, and we'll be almost done with her project, which is really exciting.
You want me to say something, I come up with nothing. Maybe we can talk until we figure out a topic. Been so long in my head, caught up in my feelings. I've been waiting for something new to happen. You want me to say something, I come up with nothing. Maybe we should talk until we figure
gonna go ahead and put pause on this brand color and type direction that I'm working on. I'll show it to you though so you can see how far I've gotten and what it's at right now. There are one color direction here and the type pairing with the secondary type choice there, secondary color direction here with the type direction here for the secondary choice. And that is my messy artboard. I'm gonna finish this up later tonight and wrap it up and send it over. I like to take a minute away and come back so I can have somewhat fresh eyes to look at it. Now I'm going to be jumping in back to my regular day work. I am now going to go ahead and make edits onto this highlight item that we're doing on social media, and then also some email template edits as well. And so those are going to be the main two focuses, and then working on some more creative once I wrap those two up. I could use a little pick-me-up though, so I think I'm going to go and see if I have any fun drinks that I can have. Sometimes honestly even having like a LaCroix really just helps me get refocused and back into the day. So I'm going to see what I can find for that to give me a little pick-me-up after lunch. It is now a little after 3. I've just finished the edits on another aspect that I needed to complete today. It's for Instagram. I mentioned it a couple other times, but they're all done and that is posted in Asana. So I'm going to move on to my next task, which is working on a it's working on a print feature, which will go out the end of this month, or will go out in a few weeks. So we have some time for that to be all set, which is really fun that we're getting so far ahead. I'll work on those edits and that will be a little over an hour of work, and then we'll be all done with the day and wrapped up, which is super fun. Thanks for following along. I also want to mention here, if you are new to my channel, I make videos all like this. I so appreciate you if you made it this far along in the video. Consider subscribing if you're interested. Again, make content like this. You can also check me out over on Instagram, and that's where I post a lot about my different design tips and just things that I'm creating for either contract work or just for fun. So check me out over there as well. But again, thanks for watching, and let's just finish this day out strong.